All right, Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well through the scriptures. Peace to the 144,000 and the rest of the hopeful elect. I'm the brother Kaya out here in GMS, Indiana, Indianapolis. And I just want to do a lesson on this verse right here, reading Matthew 11. So, verse 7, right? It says, "And as they departed, Yahushua began to say unto the multitudes concerning John." All right, this is John the Baptist he's speaking about. Says, "What went ye out into the wilderness to see? A reed shaken with the wind?" Right, so that's a metaphor. That's an analogy. All right, so let's delve into what he mean by this. So the first time that you see the word reed in the scriptures is 1 King 14:15. That's the first time the word pops up. All right. So it says, "For Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall smite Israel as a reed is shaken in the water, and he shall root up Israel out of this good land, which he gave to their fathers, and shall scatter them beyond the river, because they have made their groves provoking Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to anger." So here again, another analogy is used regarding a reed. All right, and it's describing it. It says, "As it is shaken in the water." So basically, when you look up a reed is a tall, slender-leaved plant of the grass family, which grows in water or on marshy ground. So you look at the pictures of it, it don't seem real firm, real stable, very lanky. Now this is a good definition too. The second definition, it says a weak or impressionable person, meaning what? That you change your mind regarding what you believe in. All right, you easily swayed. You got that terminology, easily swayed. And that's what a reed is. A reed is easily swayed. All right. And that's why when you read, let's read Ephesians 4:14. It says that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine. All right, like a reed is shaken with the wind. You don't be like a reed shaken with the wind. You don't be tossed to and fro with every wind of doctrine. All right, that's why it's not especially. Well, let me not say it like that. I'll say it like this. You want to stick with one doctrine. All right, because the scripture says that there's one faith, there's one God, there's one mediator between man, there's one doctrine. All right, but then you got so many different factions of the Israelites, and everybody not all saying the same thing. All right, then you got people studying, and they over here and they over there, and they next thing you know they got elements of Christianity and Muslim, So Yahushua was when speaking to John, he was basically giving John his flowers, so to speak, today's terminology. He was giving him his credit, like, look, what did you go out there to see? Because people will do that. People will go out there to watch you, to see how unstable you are. All right. Like when you read in the book of Ezekiel. The book of Ezekiel speaks about, my people cometh and they sit as the people do, right? Let me see. Let me grab that. Ezekiel 33 and 31. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at 30. It says, "Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, everyone to his brother, saying, Come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai." And that happens with us as well. We go out there and we preach, we do our videos, and our own people, Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, they sit there and they speak against us. All right. And then some come and watch and be curious, some be sincere, and others try to catch you up. All right? Others try to catch you up in your words. They try to catch you up in your sayings. They think you're unstable. They're waiting for you to be to say something contradictory or something. Almost like a woman. How a woman trying to mismanage and pollute what you're actually saying. All right. But I just thought of another scripture. Man. I just thought of another scripture. It just left me. All right, I'm gonna read the next verse. It says, "And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness." Right. Yeah. So people come, oh yeah, this is good stuff. Yeah, that's good. You know what I'm saying? I agree. And then a week or two later, you see them eating sausage and pepperoni pizza. All right, swine sausage and pepperoni. All right. It says, "And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them." Right, because a lot of the things that we speak is offensive to some people. You know, the so-called GRAPE doctrine. All right, which well the scripture speaks about that. All right, the MOT to the B being the RFID microchip, which is spoke about in Revelation the 13th chapter. That's offensive to some people. All right. But just like John the Baptist, we are not a reed shaken in the wind in regards to these issues. All right. From the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down, the message has been the same. OK, the message has been the same. Just like John the Baptist's message was the same. Look, he said, "I'm the forerunner. I'm not that light, but I'm paving the way for that light." And that's what John the Baptist stuck to. All right. He wasn't a reed shaken in the wind. He wasn't tossed to and fro with every wind of doctrine. All right. He wasn't easily impressionable. All right. That was a good definition for Reed too. And that's the same way we are. All right. That's why it's like a broken record. All right. And when you read the scriptures repeats itself often anyway. That's why you got so many precepts. That's why you can read 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 different scriptures that are all hit on the same point. Because the scripture repeats itself, because the Lord wants the message out. He want it out at every angle, you know. So let me read, I'll end it with this. 1 Corinthians 15 and 58. It says, "Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable." All right. So that's not a reed shaken with the wind. All right. Just like a tree planted by waters. All right. It's like a tree, like a nice fat old oak tree or redwood or whatever you call them huge trees in California that people make houses out of. It says, "Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable." Right. Unmovable in the doctrine. All right. Because the scripture says what? "Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee." All right. The things that we speak and believe and preach is pretty soon going to be against the law. All right. It always been like that. When you read the scriptures. OK, when you look at Haman, when he tried to get us destroyed, he said, "Look, these people got laws and ways that is offensive to everybody." Okay. When you read about the Maccabees, when it was even unlawful for one to call themselves a Jew, the real Jews, that is, from the tribe of Judah. All right. Benjamin and Levi as well at that time, but technically the Jews is of the tribe of Judah. All right. And even now, we call ourselves what we are. All right. We are the Hebrew Israelites, but they call it BHI and black Hebrew Israelism. All right. Essentially saying it's unlawful for you to call yourself that and to believe in what you believe, which the doctrines of the Bible corroborate everything we say. So, like I said, we in that same stead as John in the scripture, unmovable. Really, in more ways than that, because we paving the way for Yahushua to return too. Like the Apostle Gabar used to go into that word herald a lot. Like a herald is basically a prophet. All right, and before Yahushua came on the scene, John the Baptist was prophesying of him. And before Yahushua come back this time, that's what we doing now. We prophesying of his return. But it says, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. So with that, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson to the hopeful elect. Call Allah Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Kakudash. Once again, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well through the scriptures. Peace to 144,000 and the rest of the hopeful elect. Shalom.